Good morning, children. This lesson is of class 8 for the subject of mathematics, topic percentage, and it is submitted to you on 30th November 2020. Students, in the previous lessons, we have discussed about the percentage. How can we convert percentage to a rational number, to a fraction, to a decimal? Today we are going to discuss the problem sums based on percentage. So let us start our topic. Question first is, Vikas spent 78% of his salary and saved 5,500 rupees. Find his salary. Now students, it is not given about his salary. We have to find his salary. So first of all, let the salary be rupees X. Now we know that out of the salary X, he spent 78%, means 78% of X. That will give us percent. If you remove, then you get 100 in the denominator and X as it is. Now he saved 5,500 rupees, which is already given to you. But students, we know his salary. We know this, how much money he has spent. So we can also find how much salary he has saved. And how can we find out? That is total salary minus salary he spent. Now 100, take LCM, then 100x minus 78x. What we get? We get 22x upon 100. Clear? Now this is the salary he saved. What we have find out in the form of X. And this is the salary he saved. These both are the salaries he saved. So according to question, they must be equal. So salary saved is equals to salary saved. Now X will remain here. This 22 upon 100 will go there. So it will form 100 upon 22. So 5,500 multiply 100 upon 22. Now you have to do the simplification. That is 11 2, 11 5, 55, then 0, then 2 5 is 10, then 0. Then we get 25,000. That is 25,000 was his salary. Clear? Next question is, rate of basmati rice last year was 40 rupees per kg. This year they are costly by 20%, means this year the price is increased by 20%. So you have to find what is the price this year. Now students, last year the price was rupees 40. Now it is increased by 20%. That is 20% of 40. 20% of 40. Now this will be 20 upon 100 multiply 40. So now after doing cancellation, 5, 8. We get 8. Now last year the price was 40 rupees. This year price is increased by 20%, means price is increased by rupees 8. So now price of rice this year will be 40, was there already. Now 8 rupees increased. So finally we got 48 rupees, which is the price of rice this year. Clear? Next question is, A's salary is 50% higher than B's salary. The person has given name A, whose salary we don't know, but we know that the person having name A, salary is 50% higher than B's salary. They both are different persons. By what percent is B's salary lower than A? From this statement, it is clear that B's salary is less than A's salary. But how much percent B's salary is lower than A's salary, we have to find out. So let us start. For this, first of all, let us take B's salary, B rupees, we don't know, so let us take it rupees X. Now A's salary is 50% higher, means whatever the salary he is having, 50% more salary than B. Means from this statement, A's salary will be what? B's salary plus 50% of B's salary. Clear? So now X plus 50 upon 100 multiply X. 52 is 100. X plus X upon 2. So what we get? 2x plus x. That is 3x upon 2. Clear? It means now we are having B's salary rupees X and A's salary is 3x upon 2 rupees. Clear, children? Now from the statement, we know that B's salary is lower than A's salary. So first of all, let us find how much salary of B is less than the salary of A. That is B's salary lower than A's salary. Fine. How will we find? This minus this. That is 3x upon 2 minus x. Now let us solve this. 2 LCM 3x minus 2x, that is 1x upon 2. Clear? Now we have to find what? We have to find that how much percent is B's salary lower than A's salary. We have to find out the percentage decrease. So now we will apply the formula of percentage decrease. That is equals to, which we have already done, decrease in salary. According to the question, I am just making the formula. Decrease in salary upon salary of A into 100. Now decrease in salary we have already find out, that is 1x upon 2, or simply you can write x upon 2 upon salary of A, that was 3x upon 2. So now by putting the value 3x upon 2 multiply 100, x and x will get cancel. We get 1 upon 2, 3 upon 2 multiply 100. Now 1 upon 2 multiply 2 upon 3 multiply 100. Again this will cancel. So we get 100 upon 3. That is, in the mixed fraction if we say 33, 1 upon 3%. Clear? Next question is, if the 40% of the population of a town are men and 39% are women, if the number of children is 12,600, find the number of men. Now students, in a town, the population of men is given in percentage. The women's percentage is given to you. And the number of children is also given to you. You have to find the number of men. Now, we don't know what is the total population. So, first of all, let the population be X. Now, it is given that percentage of men is 40%. So, number of men will be 40% of total population. So, what we get? 40 upon 100, that is like this. 40 upon 100 multiply of means multiply x. So, we get 40x upon 100. Number of men is the number of women is 39%. So, I have written directly 39x upon 100. Now, the number of children is given to you. But in the form of x, if we have to find out the number of children, what will be that? Number of children will be total population minus sum of men and women. Clear now? Total population minus total of men and women. The rest will be the number of children only. So now x minus 79x upon 100. On taking LCM, we get 100x minus 79x. So we get finally 21x upon 100. Now students, this is the number of children which already is given to you 12,600. So according to question, they must be equal. So put them equal. Now x will remain here. This 21 upon 100 will go there and forms 100 upon 21. So now 21 6s 126, 0 as such. So we get 60,000. So x is 60,000. And what was x? X was total population. Now in the question, they have asked find the number of men. And men was 40x upon 100. So now just put the value of x and you will get the number of men. So see, number of men is 40 upon 100 into x. I have put the value of x. So on doing the cancellation, the number of men are 24,000. Clear children? Now the next question is, in an examination 35% of the students failed in English, 30% failed in Sanskrit and 15% failed in both the subjects. You have to find the percentage of students who passed in both the subjects. It is given that 15% are failed in both subjects and you have to find the percentage of passing in both the subjects. So first of all, let us solve the first part. Students, we will do this question by Venn diagram because it will be very easy with that. Now, in an examination, 35% of the students failed in English. There are two subjects, English and Sanskrit. Let us draw the rectangle first. This is English and this is Sanskrit. Fine. Now we know 15%, this is 15% are the students who failed in both the subjects. Now 35% of the students failed in English. English means this is the 35%. But if I have to find out only English, then 35 minus 15, that is, this will be 20%. Fine? Because this is whole 35%, 15% if you subtract, so this is you get only English who are fail, they are 20%. In the same way, 30% of the children failed in Sanskrit. So 15 is there. So 30% minus 15 will give you 15% of the students who failed only in Sanskrit. Clear? Now you have to find the number of students who passed in both the subjects. Now these are the failing part. So this will be the passing part. So now you have to find out this passing part. So how will we find? This we whole take as 100%. Now out of 100%, what we will do, we will subtract this whole part. This is 20%. This is 15%. This is also 15%. So now 100% minus 20 plus 30, 50. So we get 50% of the students who passed in both the subjects. Clear? Now students, we have find out that 50% of the students are passed in both the subjects. Now the next part is you have to find the total number of students. If 400 students passed in both the subjects. This is given in the question in this part that 400 students if passed in both the subjects, then what will be the total number of students? So first of all, let the total number of students be X. What we have taken? Total number of students we have taken X. Now 50% of X will be what? Think children. 50% of X will give us the number of students who passed in both subjects. We have just find out percentage in the first part. So now if we solve it, 50 upon 100 multiply X will give us 50X upon 100. This is the value, or you can say that these are the number of students who passed in both the subjects. And now in the part also given to you 400 students are passing in both the subjects. So according to question, 400 will be equals to 50x upon 100. Now x will remain here, 100 upon 50 will become. So now cancel, cancel. So x will be 800. That is, if the 400 students are passing in both the subjects, then the total number of students will be 800. Next is, a bookshop had 12,000 books. In the first week of April, it sold 15% of the books. And in the second week, it sold 15% less. Means first week of April, it sold 15% of the books. But in the second week of April, 15% less books are sold. So now you have to find out how many books did it sell in the second week. First of all, we will find out the number of books sold in the second week. Now the total books is given to you 12,000. First week of April, books sold are 15%. That is 15% of 12,000. So 15 upon 100 multiply 12,000. These two zeros will get cancelled. So we get 1800 books. These are the books sold in the first week of April. Now we know that in the second week of April, 15% books are sold less. So first of all, let us find out what will be the 15%. We have 1800 books now. 15 upon 100 into 1800, we got 270 books. Now, already in the first week of April, the books sold 1800. Now, 1800 minus 15% of 1800. So, these will be what? These will be the books sold in the second week of April. In the first week of April, minus 15%, because in the question it was given that 15% less books were sold. So, the number of books sold in first week minus 15% of that will give you the number of books sold in second week of April. So now also you have to find out how many books are left. So very easy. Total books minus books sold in first week and then second week. We have done the sum here of both the weeks and subtracted from total number of books. So finally we get 8,670 books. Now the students, your homework is question 11 to question 28 you have to do in your notebook. Thank you children.